Let's call this meeting to order.
Alderman McHenry.
Here.
Alderman Williams.
Here.
Alderman Dennis.
Here.
Alderman Steverson.
Here.
Alderman Boyd.
Here.
Alderman Knight.
Here.
Alderman Gill.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, we'll have Alderman Stevenson pray for us.
Let us pray. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for loving, your love that you have for each one of us, dear Lord, and the many blessings that you bestow upon each of us. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the rain that we've had lately, dear Lord. Thank you for just the pleasant weather that we've had. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray that you be with us more tonight as we conduct this meeting, each one of us, dear Lord, that we make the right decisions that you definitely make. I ask it in your name.
Amen. This time, we'll have our city attorney conduct the Pledge of Allegiance for us.
Attention, salute, pledge.
Sergeant Miles, do you mind bringing the youth football team in, please, from the hallway?
We might as well get up.
Coach Washington, just bring them up to the front, man. You and all your coaches and your players. Hey, Antonio, I'm gonna let you come up here. I'm gonna let you say something here in a minute. Just gonna let the parents continue to come in. They can stand during this time. That's why we brought the parents in. We don't quite have enough seats for everybody, but the important thing is we're making much of these young men and their coaches. So we all know that youth sports builds character, helps in this situation with football, helps men understand commitment, build dedication to obtain a goal. And this year, this 11, 12-year-old team, they did so. They won the championship for Rankin County football. So if you could, please put your hands together for these young men. I'd also like to, obviously the parents that went forward and allowed their kids to participate, but the hard work by these young men really showed. And you have some very dedicated coaches. My kid plays football. He didn't get lucky enough or old enough to be on this team, the championship team, but he played football for these coaches as well. These guys do a really great job. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to the head coach, Antonio Washington. He is one of our city employees as well. He does a really good job for the city, and he's a very good football coach along with his staff. So, Coach Washington, if you want to say a few words.
How y'all doing, everybody? I just want to say one thing about this group of kids right here. With this group, what's so special about them is more than about football. I got a lot of honor roll students on this team. So we get our grades first, and they know, I don't play that mama calling me talking about so-and-so was bad at school today. So I really commend them for that, because they take school first. Me and these guys, 3 years ago, we set a goal that we weren't gonna lose a game until they end. We ain't lost a game in 3 years in Rankin County. We 3-time defending Super Bowl champions. Last thing I want to say, I want to thank the city, of course, for all they do for us. Parks and Recs, without them, they do a lot. I know a lot of people think that running Parks and Recs is easy, but that's a hard job. And then last thing I want to do, I want to thank my parents, because without them, we couldn't do it. Anytime that me and my coaches say football, they right there on board. So they show a lot of dedication, and it trickle down to the kids. Yeah, man, I love all y'all boys. Yeah, that's all I got.
Hey, you fellas huddle up so we can get some photos. I know the parents are going to get some photos, so y'all want to come forward. This is going to be too wide. Y'all come in. Mr. Flynn, you mind coming in, helping out with it? Good, all right. One more round of applause for these young men. No, I got some additional acknowledgements. Okay. So we have some additional acknowledgements that we want to talk about tonight. I'm going to have Shane Burrell come up and speak on behalf of his Employee of the Month, the City Employee of the Month.
Your mayor there.
Yes, fine, right there, Shane.
Well, this month, everybody voted on David Walker for our Employee of the Month. He's one of our superintendents. He's split between solid waste and street, and you know, we've got a lot of great guys throughout all departments of Public Works, and I was messing with them earlier when we actually give them the award and all, and you know, we put a lot of pressure on our superintendents. We got 7 of them in Public Works, and they take a big load, and David is no different than any of them, and he's the guy that no matter what you call, he's always, I say he's always got a smile on his face. He kind of looks grumpy, but he will smile from time to time, but his answer is always yes, and it's always in good spirits. And I told a story, and I'll tell it here earlier. I was thinking when we was coming to give him his plaque earlier that Me and my wife were out of town, and one of her colleagues got stuck trying to turn around in the city of Pearl. And the first person I could think of, who could I call in the city of Pearl to go get her out at night, 10:30 at night, raining, was David. And what did he say? Yes. Got in his personal truck, went and pulled the young lady out on the side of the road. So just a stand-up guy. I can't say enough about him. So,
Thank you.
y'all.
We also have Noemi Villarreal. She's a detective in the CID department at the Pearl Police Department. Chief Scott had to step out, had a Christmas program for his daughter. But Noemi came to the Pearl Police Department in 2018. She was a self-sponsored employee when she walked through the door. And I don't know, there's probably no, you can see that she's not big as a minute, but you don't let that, don't underestimate her. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. She has been known to be a very, very thorough and comprehensive police officer. She went from patrol into investigations, and she's already making arrests and continuing forth with indictments, and she's impressed the supervisors within that division very much so with all the knowledge that she has, that she picked up from the street. So Noemi does a tremendous job for us, and you can tell really by the amount of people that were at her, I guess, Police Officer of the Month presentation, that she's well respected within the Pearl Police Department. So this month's Pearl Police Officer of the Month is Noemi Villarreal. So we're glad to have her. Madam Clerk?
Approval of consent agenda items. All items under this heading will be considered to be approved with one motion and one vote. If further discussion is desired on any item, it will automatically be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered as a general business item.
All right, items 10 and 11 have been moved over to general business. Is there a motion to approve the other items on the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it.
Public hearings number 1, consider adopting the urban renewal plan for the city of Pearl, Mississippi.
Yeah, Brad, I'm gonna have you come back up, and there's some additional people that are here at this time. I wanna make sure that our viewers at home are, again, informed of what this urban renewal plan and what 3 properties that we're actually handling with the urban renewal plan.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the board. Brad Davis with Watkins & Eager, pleased to be here with you this evening. So before the next item of business, as the mayor indicated, is the public hearing on the urban renewal plan for the city of Pearl, Mississippi. This urban renewal plan is being considered by the mayor and the board for the purpose of the rehabilitation of three projects, 3 commercial shopping centers here in the city of Pearl: the Bright Center, the McLaurin Mart, and the Crossgate Shopping Center. In November, the board accepted an urban renewal plan and determined to publish a notice of public hearing 3 times in the Rankin County News, and also to, after that, have a public hearing tonight. So once I step away for a moment, the mayor can ask anybody who's in attendance if they have any written or oral comments to make on the urban renewal plan. And then based upon any comments that are made, the board would have within its discretion to consider and then approve the urban renewal plan tonight. Of course, Mayor and the board would be glad to answer any questions as you direct. But I think at this point, Mayor, unless you suggest otherwise, I'll step back and see if you have any comments this evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Mayor.
So from the statements that Brad just made, is there anyone here to speak about the urban renewal plan? Is there any citizens here in the audience that would like to discuss it, or if there's any questions about it as we move forward, or speak against it? Yes, sir. Can you approach the podium, please?
Appreciate y'all being here, but my name is Don Miller. I'm from Vicksburg. I have DSM Environmental Services, and I have a client who I do a lot of work for, whose property will be involved in the urban renewal district. You know, they asked me if I would come to the meeting tonight and kind of see what it's about, and how it might affect their property, if at all. Maybe not, but I feel I'd come try if I get a copy of the plan and just see what we're going to be involved with. I can pass it back over to them.
Well, we'll be glad. I can get my assistant Amber Patrick here in the back to take your information and provide you a copy of the plan tomorrow.
Correct.
But as far as the plan goes, we're dealing with 3 shopping centers under this urban renewal plan. That is Bright Shopping Center, which is directly behind Trustmark on Highway 80, then McLaurin Mart on Highway 80, also the Crossgate Shopping Center. It doesn't affect any other businesses within the city of Pearl. Now, we have an urban renewal district, and the reason for the district is to revitalize old infrastructure. So
Right.
it's from public and private to partner together in order to, and the urban renewal plan gives us the vehicle in order to do so.
Right.
So I didn't catch what business that you were here on their behalf.
Well,
but
because they asked me to just come, you know, not necessarily name them, but just.
I got it. I got
You
you.
understand? But me to just come and kind of see what the program we're gonna be, and find any information I can find out, and what property we're gonna be involved, and,
Right.
if there's gonna be any particular, restrictions or new limitations or anything put on the existing.
Not currently, and it really depends on where your business that you represent is located. I mean, we're gonna just go with what our ordinances are within our zoning. We're not changing that. But this just provides us just a catalyst and, like I said, a vehicle to revitalize Highway 80, and that's the goal here. That's all it is.
I do like environmental assessments, and I do asbestos inspections, and any kind of property that's being transferred, if the owner wants to be inspected for any kind of environmental problem.
Right.
I do that, but sometimes the city can put certain restrictions or change things and make that, might change the program some, and so.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just trying to see if that was gonna be the case here.
No, this is to improve, help improve the Highway 80 corridor aesthetically by partnering with the private sector. That's our main goal here. We have made some headway. We've painted over 30, working through commercial code enforcement, over 30 buildings and on Highway 80 from Pirates Cove to Pearson, and this is us continuing to try to partner with the private businesses in order to make our city look better. And I think that, I don't know, I can't speak for the rest of the board for myself, but I think it's a very good thing.
Well, my client is very appreciative of all of you. They are very happy here, and you enjoy doing business here. And so it's, my presence is not negative at all. I just want to pass on to them what to expect, so they can continue to do business and be a very positive part of your community and your area.
Right, and I would just tell you, I will invite the company owners, if they want to sit down with me anytime, then I'll be more than happy to do so, just to let them try to just provide to lay out the plan for them.
I'll tell you what, dude, let me just leave you a card with mine.
Yes, sir?
That way I can identify who I am, and that way just, I can give you this, and that way
Okay,
you can say, you see who it is.
okay, all right, thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. If I get a copy of it,
Yeah. We have one now? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he's got it. Just need to see it.
That'll save you some time, we have a copy on hand right here. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it. Thank you. Pleasure meeting you. All right, and, Mr. Miller's through talking. Is there anyone else that would like to speak at this time? Anyone else like to speak in opposition of it at this time? All right. If not, would you entertain a vote to approve? There's 2 motions on the floor. Further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carries. Moving on.
Public hearings 21-19-11, determine whether or not the owners and those certain parcels of real property which are listed herein are in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and section 211911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended. Ruby Cannon and located at 239 Reynolds Street, Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi, 39208.
Is there anyone here representing that? Ma'am, do you mind approaching the podium, please? I realize that we were continued, but I understand, speaking with community development, that there's not been much progress at 239 Reynolds Street. Maybe you can provide an update.
The update is, I missed the last meeting. Excuse me. I'm Stella Mangan, and I'm basically working with this insurance. I tried to get, about a week ago, I got a letter stating, trying to get the parts so I can get this intent that's in that house out of there. Prior to that, I'm putting it, what I have is under the carport, and she already know that. And I just find out I got to get the money out of my pocket. It's not going to prove that. Back and forth, I'm a traveling nurse. Prior to that, years from this when this happened, my house burned. Like I said, I got a phone call. I've been bickering back with the insurance the whole time. Everything, little step I make, I let him know. Basically, they working with me there. Right now, I got ProServe, our hands is tied. All my money is like in an escrow account with the insurance. So basically, that's where I'm at right now with this house.
When did this house burn, Brad? You mind? November of last year? I don't understand the situation. What's the insurance company, they're not wanting to pay out?
But it's just like this. Every little step I make, they have to come and get somebody to inspect. Like the inside, they demolished the inside. Basically, they cut the wall, all the fire damage done. Well, we got that part. The guy came, they looked at that. Now I got to go and get somebody to come in actually to do the work, to bid on the work. And that's what we got to do now. Proud of that.
So the insurance has paid off and they have it in an escrow.
They have all my insurance paid, but the money's like in an escrow account. So on the step, I guess got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, maybe 12 steps. But in the amount of that, I have to get approved each time they do something. And that might be 2 weeks ago, only one guy in Mississippi to come to inspect the house. So basically, that's how my hands tied. Just like I'm standing there, like I'm not doing anything. I can't make 2 steps when I got 4 or 5 steps behind me. And that's what it looked like now, like I'm not neglecting my house. I'm not neglecting my house. I'm only doing what they tell me to do. And meantime, I'm letting them know, and then he letting you guys know what's going on. And I'm working in and out of town. I missed the last meeting.
Brad, have you seen or talked to any contractors over there?
I've talked to ServPro, first meeting in November. I called them right before the meeting, and they informed me that they're waiting on Miss Cannon to get her stuff out of the house so they can see what damages, so they can give a quote on repairs. And since that time, it's still in the house today.
What's been done during this whole time? You said it's been a year. What has?
Basically, all they have done is just got all the burnt section, the wall, it's just like it's gutted. And what stuff we got in there is just the middle. And I was waiting for the insurance to approve so I can get storage box to put the stuff in. So prior to that, I got a letter stating that they're not gonna do that. Now I'm gonna have to do that. So that's what I'm working on right now. It's getting that out of there, and I just called, what's the name, up the street to come and get a lot of the stuff out. Then I'm just gonna donate to like Goodwill or other wherever to get it out. That's where we at right now.
Is this stuff that was in the house when it was burned?
It's just mainly stuff that went smoke damage. I salvaged some stuff, and then I got, another storage garbage thing right now. They for the delivery either this week or next week, so we can get the other content. That's what we're doing right now. So they can't do any. They can't.
Are you saying that your insurance company won't pay for the removal?
No,
of
they're
the-
not. They're not gonna cover the portable bins that I have to store my stuff in. That I salvage. No, sir. They're not going cover that. I got to cover that, and I got good insurance. They only going to cover what the bid on the contractors and renew everything that need to be fixed. That's it. Anything else, I gotta get out of my pocket.
Well, currently, Servpro can't do their job because your stuff's still in there.
It's not a lot of stuff. It's not a lot of stuff in there.
Well, I know Service Pro will take it and store it while they're cleaning it. You
No,
talked
they
to
don't
them
do
about
that. They do not do that. I even asked, they would not take this stuff out and have me put it in another storage area for me and clean it. No, sir, they do not do that. In that case, that would have been done. That would have been done. I wouldn't be here today in front of you guys trying to explain what's going on. I got to do that. In the meantime, I got to take the time to make the time to do that. I'm thinking that they were going to approve of me getting storage in to get this stuff out. No, they're not going to do that. And ProServe do not put your stuff, take your stuff out the house, take it and store it. They don't do that.
They
I got
used
to
to
do
do
that.
that. They used to do it. The one in Brandon had a warehouse.
They
that
would
did
not,
it.
they told me they would not do it.
Well, I know because I worked for them before, so, but they made that, this particular one, they might not do it anymore. They used to. Well, Ms. Ruby, I was just gonna, I mean, I understand you got money to do so. You seem like you're in a bind. Is there something that the city can assist you with?
Well, I know I'm gonna have to have some people to help me get the stuff out, because a lot of this furniture is helping. But ProServe said they gonna only do, they gonna send some people over there, but I don't know, I'm behind their schedule. I'm just like between a hard place and a rock
Can
here.
you get one of those pods?
That's the thing, I'm gonna have to go get the pods. I'm gonna have to
I
go.
mean, they got them here in Pearl.
I already
Delivered.
checked on that this week. I'm gonna take 3 pods. My thing is my neighbors gonna allow me to put my pods there? That's why they've been complaining from day one about the house and everything. Well, I can't just put the pods on the street. My house is just like this to my neighbor. So,
Well, now that company will store them, pods, will store them in
yeah,
their
so
warehouse.
once I get the stuff out, that'll be done, and he could come in, do what he does, to take the pictures, get the estimate, and I can send that back out. And that still might be another month for them to come, for me to get another letter, get some more money. So
So, Ms. Cannon, what is your plan of action?
my plan is to
That's
get
what we
this,
need to
my
know.
plan is to get this house done and sell it. That's my plan.
But we're talking about today, like, what is this, your insurance isn't gonna provide you a pod?
Well, like I said, I'm gonna have to go and do my own pods, purchase my own pods with my own hard-earned money.
Right?
That's what I'm gonna have to do, and I'm working on that this week. And from there, after I get this stuff out the house, then he could come out and do what he's done. ProServe could come out and take a picture of the house, give me an estimate. Once he do that, I send that back to my mortgage company, and they approve for him to get some more money out the escrow, give him a somewhat to work with. He got to have an estimate. I got to have an estimate. But meantime, I got to get that stuff out the house.
And you're gonna take care of
Yes, sir. I'm gonna take care of that. Myself, I feel like I've been in Pearl ever since 2006 or 5. And like I said, I've been all over the world. But my house burned up, I actually was fit to go to surgery. I'm a nurse. And I get a phone call from my nurse. Don't nobody know until you be in that situation. I'm saving lives. I'm back and forth trying to get this situated, you know. And I'm just like, my neighbors and everybody, like, I'm not trying to do my job. I'm not a menace to society. I'm a very high-ranked person in society. I have did a lot in society. But my thing is, my hand is tied with this ESCO money. My hand is tied with all this insurance stuff. Meantime, I got to study a life here too, but I know you guys got to do what you got to do. But I don't want to think that people think I'm not doing my job. I'm definitely doing my job. I'm about my business. But the main thing is, like I told Mr. Ray, he willing to work with me. We're going to get this done. I'm going to get it done. I don't like standing here right now and reading this. Oh, no, I'm not a menace. I know you guys got guidelines you have to do. Even my job, I got guidelines. But I got to get this done.
Well, Ms. Cannon, your house affects a lot of homes in the neighborhood.
Yes,
That's their largest investment in their lives.
yes, mine's too.
So that's one thing. I mean, I guess the flip side of this, we've been rocking on a year, and you have to remove the items out of the house. I mean, I think there's enough resources sitting up at this board right here that we could call churches and we could get that stuff removed for you. If you need
Okay.
logistical help, we don't mind helping you.
Okay.
But we need somebody to say, I mean, you need to let us know
Okay.
how we can help. Your house burned, that's a tragic thing. but,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a year, so we gotta move this thing along. However, we can help you move it along, we can do it from a volunteer effort, that's fine
Okay.
too. I see that there's a difficult situation dealing with the escrow,
Okay,
but, I mean, moving a house out is a day, it's a turnaround in one day to get you going on your insurance. If that has to happen, I know that we can compile enough volunteers in this city to make that
Okay.
happen. Brad, will you make sure you contact Ms. Cannon? We'll put together, we can send out, there's an army of people that, in churches around here that are more than willing to go out there and help you.
Okay.
You just gotta ask for the help. If you
Okay.
stay stretched out on the road and traveling all the time, then I get that.
but it's like this, how would you know anything with lack of knowledge? This never been addressed to me. This had never, how would anybody know if anybody, look, I've been in front of the board 2 times, and this is the first I ever heard of it. Somebody
Well, you gotta ask for
volunteered.
help. You gotta
Well,
ask for help. Now, we
I
can't-
have went to Surveyor and I would have been to churches and things, and it's just like this. People ain't willing to help, but their heart not in it. Everybody know my house is burned. That was one of the biggest days around in that community, that the house got burned. And all I really want somebody to come in and have compassion for me, like I do compassion for people every day.
Now, I think on the
No.
flip side of that is, I think that we're gonna continue to schedule public hearings for updates from you
Okay.
monthly until
Okay.
but you know what? Get in touch with Brad, and, Brad, you call her tomorrow, and then we'll put a volunteer team, but we need you there to know what you wanna keep or
Okay.
not.
We gonna
We
make
don't
it
mind
work.
meeting you halfway, we can put a team together.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Cannon, we willing to work if you willing to work.
Oh, I'm here. That's why I'm here today.
You have help available.
Yes.
Please take advantage of it.
Oh,
Let's
I
get this
will.
taken care of, because just like the mayor said, your neighbors, that's their investment also.
Right.
So we want to help them, but we also want to help you.
All right.
So let's make this happen, okay?
Okay, we're gonna make it happen.
I make a motion we continue to the first board meeting in January.
What about the 16th, since it's
Well, that
Christmas?
might give a little bit more time, Christmas, 16th. All right, you amend your motion second? All right, so just for discussion, the 16th of January, we're gonna have you back here for a public
Okay.
hearing. But,
We'll have a better report.
okay. all
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Anybody here speak in opposition to that? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it.
Number 3,
Yes, sir.
Jesse W. Kern Estate located at 837 Boston Road, Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi, 39208.
Yes, is there anyone here representing that estate located at 837 Boston Road? Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, how are y'all?
Brad, you mind providing an update, just a rundown, just to give a frame of reference for the board on this?
Yeah, like I say, they had to clean up on this property. Like I say, since that time, within the past 45 days, they have made significant progress. They painted the house. They probably lacked maybe a trailer load of haul off. And I believe that's what we use today.
Yes,
That's right.
sir.
And, yeah, like I say, she got pull apart coming to get a truck, so
Yeah.
I think it's ought to be resolved real quick. Like I say,
Okay.
within the next 30 days, 30 days or so, something like that.
Yeah, that'll work.
So, I mean, you wouldn't recommend another public hearing? You've
No.
seen a lot of progress, so,
Right.
okay, all right. Well, thank you for your diligence, we appreciate that.
No problem. Thank y'all for the push. Feel like a whole new house.
Do you want to do one 16th as well?
Well, I mean, but based on the progress, you said yes? You do want one on the 16th?
No.
He said you want to close it out.
Right.
He said that there's been, in Brad's mind, there's been enough progress.
There's a no action.
So at this time, there's no action on this, and you're free to go, okay?
Okay, I do have one question.
Okay?
I'm having an issue with finding someone that we can actually load the rest of the stuff on the trailer. Plenty of people with trailers, but not a lot of people want to come and load it up or let us load it up on there. Do y'all have any kind of assistance for that?
Well, I mean, We offered Miss Cannon, so we probably get some good volunteers.
You said that. Somebody else said it. I'm willing to pay.
So, hey, look, you saw opening, but listen, I mean, we don't have a problem with trying to reach out and find people. We have churches that contact us all the time that understand that people are in hardships, and they want to be Christ's feet, and they want to go out and minister in the community. So, again, Brad, we'll work on that, and we'll work with some churches, and to see if we can get her hooked up with that, with the church.
What's the phone number? Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
General business, number one, consider an order to approve and authorize payment to Clear River Construction Company in the amount of $51,752.43 for the Parks and Recreation Construction Project Phase 2, City Park Improvements, estimate 36.
Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion. We second.
Two motions on the floor. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on.
Number two, consider an order to approve and authorize payment to Clear River Construction Company in the amount of $9,031.58 for the Parks and Recreation Construction Project Phase 3, Soccer Concessions, estimate 16.
Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Two motions on the floor. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carries.
Number three, consider executive session to discuss confidential information for the prospective use of lands in an interlocal agreement with Rankin County.
Is there a motion?
We enter into executive session.
Is there a second? Second. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it.
Yeah, Alderman Williams. He provided the steaks. We'll have steak tacos.
That's where it be. Or maybe deer, might have to shoot a couple. That's right, I go shoot two.